Well, we'll welcome you. Hold on. We'll welcome you into some regional action for the Lady Minco Bulldogs as they enter 2A regional tournament. This will be the opportunity. If you can win this tournament, you head to the state tournament. That's right. You can make it to state, head to the Hall of Fame. And so they'll be able to play today as the first game of a few. And so it'll be a game now, and there'll be a second game after this. And then we'll have some action a little bit later today as well, as Minco will play, if they win, the winners of the next game. If they lose, then it'll be the losers of the next game, that kind of a deal. But looking like the Lady Bulldogs get a chance to win here, as they're going to take on Wynnewood. Minco comes in as the first place seed in this regional. Wynnewood comes in as the fourth place seed in this regional. Wynnewood had to win a play-in game to be able to make it, and so they did. And so they will get the honors of playing the Lady Bulldogs today. And so that'll be the game for today, as the Lady Bulldogs will take on the Wynnewood Lady Savages. And so Minco wins the toss, and they'll get to play home. And so they'll pitch first. So today our lineup will be pitching is Tara Honer, Julie Honer. So the sisters are the battery today. And I'll get you the rest of these here in just a moment as we begin this game. And she's going to back out real quick. Oh, he's got some jewelry on, so we're going to have to check that real quick. And so let me get you. Dallas Brothers is at third. J.C. Little at shortstop. Emily Mock at second. Sabree Henderson at first. And then we have Lane Ray in center. Hannah Fitzgerald in right field. And I believe Morgan Brothers is in left. Yes, Morgan Brothers. We're going to get this jewelry figured out. Up to bat is number 2, Keely Anderson. She's a junior for the Lady Savages. And now we got the jewelry off, and now we can get going. I think we're all situated now. So here we go. First inning. First pitch of the 22 regional action. That'll be a strike one to start it off. Good start by Tara. So the Lady Bulldogs have just played excellently all year, have a great record. I'll get you that here in just a moment. There's strike number 2. That's the way to get on top, as Tara Honer starts out on fire. And there's a foul up. It's going to be just out of the reach of Julie Honer. She couldn't quite reach it. And so that'll be no balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Leadoff batter here. And so Minco's record this year is 29-8, 14-0 in district. And that's going to be a little low. Good spot for an 0-2 count. So that'll make it go 1-2. And there's a good changeup. She hits it up the middle. Tara plays around with it a little bit, and she finally gets the out as she takes her time and gets it over there. Rolled out of her glove, made it a little harder than it was going to be, but still got the out, and that's what matters. So out number 1. So Minco 29-8 on the year, 14-0 in district, and so had an excellent year this year. The Wynnewood Lady Savages 18-11. So 8-6 in district. They were 4th in their district, so have won some games. But definitely I would say the underdog is Wynnewood in this game, being the 4th seed in this regional. And it'll start out with a ball on that one. So 1 out, 1 ball, no strikes. And that's going to be low, ball 1. So 1-1, 1 out. or 2-0, sorry. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. And there's one in the dirt. She's going to go down 3-0. This is number 10 up to bat. Kennard, she's a junior. And she's going to walk her on 4 straight pitches. First at bat looked good, and so that'll bring up number 17, Briley Laquiment, freshman. So we got 1 out, 1 on base. You want to be able to start off well. One thing about the Lady Bulldogs, they have multiple pitchers. As you'll see, Briley Keeble pitch. You'll see Lane Ray pitch, and Tara Honer also comes in. And so the senior getting the start today, and that'll be ball 1. So 5 in a row here. She's going to have to get this a little bit under control. She's got a runner on first. I can tell you what, if they've done any film study at all, you're not going to steal this base because Julie Honer has a cannon. That's going to be a little high and outside as well. So 2 balls, no strikes. And she's going to say, give me another ball. Maybe that'll help. Beautiful day today. I mean, just gorgeous out there. And there's a ball that's going to be popped up. Mock comes in, catches it in the circle. And that'll be out number 2. Nice pitch right there. Got it in on her hands as she popped it straight up. And good job by the pitcher getting out of the way and let the second baseman come up and make that play. Good job by Mock hustling up and getting to that ball. So 2 outs here at the top of the first. A runner on first. There's strike number 1. This is number 25, McKenna Wright. She's a junior for the Lady Savages. That's how you want to start these at-bats, is you want to start on top if you're pitching. So that's going to be a little high. Good job by Honer as she jumped up and snagged that one out of the air. And so sister to sister, senior to freshman here. There's a nice pitch on the outside. Going to get 1 ball, 2 strikes. And in control of this at-bat right now. So 2 outs, runner on first. Throws it inside, strikes her out. K number 1 for the game for Tara as she gets that 3rd out with just 1 runner on, so limited the damage. And we'll go to the bottom of the first, and you get to see these Lady Bulldogs lineup come up, and they have been hitting the ball well all year long. And so I'm expecting an offensive show today as we start off this regional action, that they'll get up and we're going to see the ball get around this field and maybe out. I don't know. The wind's blowing in today. And if you can see that flag, it's blowing kind of right towards us out there in center field. And so you're going to have to put a hurt on one today to get it out, but these girls can do just that. And so the Lady Savages will come out and get ready to see if they can make a 0 on that scoreboard at the end of this inning. Once again, we are very excited and humbled that you jumped on here at MincoBulldogs.tv to be able to watch these Lady Bulldogs on the road to state, trying to make their way to the state championship up at the Hall of Fame Stadium up there in OKC. And so hoping to pull off 3 wins here is what you need. And so the schedule today is, I'll get that to you here. I got it. I took a picture of that. And so the schedule today here is this first game between Minco and Wynnewood. The second game today is Hinton Luther. That's at 2 o'clock. And then the winners of those will play at 6 o'clock. The losers of those will play at 4 o'clock today. And then we'll have a game tomorrow. And so if we can win both games today, then you'll play tomorrow at noon. And then you can win that one and head on to state. And so that's kind of the schedule for today. Got quite a few games today in this regional bracket. And so Emily Mock's going to come up, or no, this is Lane Ray. Lane Ray's going to come up, sorry. Lane Ray's going to start us off as she's the leadoff batter, the senior. She's going to take that one high. And so number 17's pitching. That's Briley Laquiment. She's a freshman. that's pitching. Pretty impressive to have a freshman in the circle. There's one on the inside, and she fouls it back. This freshman's got a little speed to her. A little pop on that ball. It's coming in, which probably works well for these Lady Bulldogs once they time it out. She's got a little speed on it. Might could put a little more hurt on it. And there's one down low. 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs. Leadoff batter here, Lane Ray, number 8. Gonna get the signal in. And that one's gonna be fouled back and over the backstop. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Inside on her hands, but able to fight it off and fouled it off. So she'll stay alive for another swing here. Boy, that was right on her grip. But she able to get it on there. Fouled it off and get another swing here. And there's a hit that's going to get over the shortstop. And dinks it right in there, and she's going to get her a single to start off this first inning for the Lady Bulldogs and start off this regional action. Lane Ray starts it off just like she's been doing in most of the games. And so she'll get her single. She kind of just fought that one off, got it off a little bit closer off the handle, but able to get just enough on it to get over the shortstop in front of those outfielders. And so easy single. And watch these runners be ready to steal right here as they love to run. And she's going to take off. And she's got it, no problem. And so Hannah Fitzgerald's up to bat, number 10. And so she took that for a ball. Lane Ray takes the steal. She's got some wheels. She's not afraid. And you might even watch her on this one. She might not be afraid to go for another. Fitzgerald, slap hitter. She's great at putting bunts down. 2 balls. Oh, he called that a strike, so 1 ball, 1 strike. Guess she didn't pull it back in time. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Runner on second. She's going to pull away on that one. Fakes the steal. They throw down. She goes back. So 2 balls, 1 strike. One thing I love about these Lady Bulldogs is they know their job. Their job is to move the runners around, get in scoring position, score those runs. Manufacture the runs however you need to. If you can put a bunt down to move a run around or hit it to the over towards the first base side so you can move that runner around, that's what you've got to do right here. She's going to pull back again as it's way outside, so 3 balls, 1 strike. So got a decision here. See if she wants to swing away at it or put this bunt down. She's been way outside here to this left-handed hitter of Fitzgerald. And it was outside again, but she put her bat on it, fouled it back. 3 balls, 2 strikes. No outs. Lane Ray on second as she got a single and stole that base to get to second. Number 10 here, Fitzgerald, to see if she can battle up here. And she pokes it right over the third baseman's head. And Ray's going to be able to run in, got obstruction. Fitzgerald hustles up and gets over to second. And that'll be the first run of the game. As Lane Ray, good job on hesitating. If she'd have caught it, it would have been interesting if she would have been able to get back. But it just got over the third baseman's head as she poked it right over. And so got a double out of that one. So no outs. Fitzgerald able to get all the way to second on that. Scored the run. Got the RBI. That's going to bring up Tara Honer. And she's going to take a whack at it. Hit it hard to third base. And so she moves the runner around. Did her job. Boy, she hit that hard at third baseman. She is able to snag it. Good play there by the third baseman. Olivia White is over there, I believe. And she made the out, so that'll be 1 out. But now Fitzgerald's on third base. And so that'll bring up Dallas Brothers, number 5. She's going to try to take an inside-out swing, and that'll go foul over to the fence. So no balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at third. That'll be inside. Ball 1, strike 1. So Brothers always the threat to hit it deep. She loves taking it inside out. That means the pitch is inside and you try to hit it over to the other side, over towards right field. And she's going to get a hold of that one. It's going to go up. There's going to be a tag. Hit to center, caught. Fitzgerald's going to tag, and she's going to get in no problem. And another RBI for Dallas Brothers. And did your job there. That's how you manufacture runs. That's unselfish by Dallas Brothers, as she just tries to get it to the outfield so you can score the run, and that's exactly what they do. And that's how you win ball games, ladies and gentlemen, is you score runs. And so however you can do that, moving people around. So Julie Honer, the freshman, she's going to come up to bat. She's been a great addition to this Minco Lady Bulldog team. That's going to be way inside. And she has just, number 21 here, Julie Honer, has just come in and played excellently as a freshman playing catcher. And she can hit it out in a hurry, I promise. And that's going to be inside and just off the handle. And it'll be caught by the shortstop, and that'll be the end of the second. But the Lady Bulldogs put 2 on the board. And so we'll go into the second inning with the Bulldogs ahead 2-0. Good first inning to put a couple of runs on the board. Good job by getting the bat on the ball. You could tell the Lady Savages, the pitcher there, loved pitch it inside. So we'll see if they'll make some adjustments. Maybe back off a little bit or just get the barrel out in front of it. But a lot of pitches on the inside if you're a right-handed batter. She loved that corner. And so she seemed to pound that quite a bit. And so the Lady Bulldogs can either lay off of it and get the ball, or see if they can get a hit off of it, get the barrel out on it. And so they'll have to make that adjustment. So the Lady Bulldogs come back out here at the top of the second and see if they can continue this shutout as they started this in the first inning. And so Honer will get some warm-up pitches here. We'll get going in the second inning. Once again, Tara to Julie Honer, the sisters in the battery today. Tara pitching, Julie catching. Dallas Brothers at third, J.C. Little at short, Emily Mock at second, Sabree Henderson at first. Morgan Brothers out there in left field, Lane Ray out in center field, and Hannah Fitzgerald in right field. Just a solid defensive lineup. You won't see them make very many mistakes. They know what to do, and they know how to get there. And so Tara's going to start off this second inning. Going to be a little high. This is number 3, Jana Blakemore. She's a freshman for Wynnewood. Wynnewood, quite a few freshmen playing. That'll pay off for them come the next few years. There's an inside pitch taken right off the handle, fouled straight back. And that'll be strike number 2. Or ball 1, no, 1 ball, 1 strike, sorry. So 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs as we start the second. That's going to be low. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Well, that'll be a strike. She caught that on the outside corner. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Blake Moore up to bat. She's going to foul that off to the third base line. So here we are, top of the second, no outs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got the outside corner. Struck her out on 3 pitches looking. Nice location there by Tara Honer, and that'll be the second strikeout of the game for number 1. As she hit the very top of the corner of that plate and rung her up for out number 1 here at the top of the second. This will bring up number 14, Bree Mand, a senior. That's going to be low, so ball 1. Beautiful day out here in Minco. Got some great weather for this regional action. Nice little breeze blowing in from the south. Not supposed to get in the 90s today. Hey, that's pretty good. And there's strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. There's strike number 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's going to be in the dirt. Good stop by Honer, number 21, the catcher. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That's going to be inside. She takes a hack at it, almost off her fingers. So that'll keep it 2 balls, 2 strikes as Mann here is battling up against Honer. And she puts it over there to the dugout. It'll go over the third base dugout, and so she continues to battle up. Boy, she's got an awkward hold onto that bat. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not. She kind of holds that thing like an axe. That'll be too far outside, so that'll make it a full count. So nobody on the base paths, 1 out here at the top of the second. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Walked her. So the second walk of the game. Was in a good position there, but couldn't catch the corner. And so that'll be a runner on first, and that will bring up, I believe, number 6, Peyton Moore. Caught the outside corner there, so that'll be strike number 1. In the dirt. Nice stop by the catcher there, Julie, as she gets in front of it, brick wall. And once again, I'm telling you, those coaches said you don't go unless you see it go past, because she has got a cannon and she throws it on the dot. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, runner on first. There's a little pop up over the dugout on the first base side. That'll be 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner on first, 1 out. That's going to be high. She snags it. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. There's right up the middle. She's going to foul it back, so it'll stay 2 balls, 2 strikes. Tara trying to get this out here, and she does. Strikes her out, low and away. Good pitch right there where you're ahead of the count, and that'll be out number 2. And that'll be the... So that'll bring up number 9, Addie Roselle for the Lady Savages. She's a junior. That's down the middle. Strike number 1. Nice pitch right there. Miss Honer out there on the rubber. She's starting to find a rhythm. And she gets that one too. No balls, 2 strikes. Starts way ahead, and that's where you want to be as a pitcher. She kind of looks like she's finding a rhythm, huh, ladies and gentlemen? She's going to come right after and just misses the corner. It was close. 1 ball, 2 strike, perfect location. I don't know how she didn't swing at that, but she didn't. And she gets that one, strike number 3, and that'll be out number 3, and we'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. Nicely done by Tara Honer as she found a rhythm there in the 2nd inning. We hope that she'll continue that. And these Lady Bulldogs will come up to the bat in the bottom of the 2nd, and they'll see if they can tack on a few more runs or maybe get on a roll here and put a bunch of them up. And so we'll get ready here for the bottom of the 2nd as the Lady Savages will take the field and warm up, and we'll get to the bottom of the 2nd. So we'll get going here in the bottom of the 2nd. It's going to bring up number 99, Sabree Henderson. So once again, this lineup loaded from top to bottom. Everyone that comes up to bat is always an opportunity to hit one out. I think it'll be tough to hit one out with this wind today, I'll be honest. It's blowing pretty good in from the south. You're going to have to get a hold of one to get one out. So if you see one go out today, you hear me talk about a home run, woo, you're going to say it's going to be some hurt on the ball to get it over. So the ump's going to clean up the plate a little bit, get it nice and tidy. And Henderson's going to come up. She's ready to get up and swing away here as she's a southpaw left-hander, plays first base. On the outside, misses it. Well, this pitcher, I'm telling you right now, she loves that side of the corner. She is pitching to the left side of the corner of this plate. And so the Lady Bulldogs will have to make that little bit of an adjustment. She's got enough speed on her there. This is Lacquament is the pitcher. That's going to be high. So ball 1, strike 1, no outs. Top of the 2nd here. The Lady Bulldogs up 2-0. There's one down the middle, just missed. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She's got some speed to her, this freshman, as she's pitching for the Lady Savages. She's got a little pop on it. I don't know. Watching her control, she seems to have decent control. There's a changeup. He's going to leave it alone. He's going to say it was high. And the Savages are not happy over here, as they thought it looked pretty good, and it did. It froze Henderson and just must have missed high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Good to be the home team. There's one down the middle, gets strike number 3 anyway, and that'll be out number 1 as the freshman for the Lady Savage is finding a little bit of rhythm out there as well. This will bring up number 45, Morgan Brothers.
Number 45, Morgan Brothers.
And so Brothers will come up to bat. The other set of sisters. Down the middle. Hit it right at the first baseman. She bobbled it. Got to first in time. Got it out. Once again, that was right on the inside of the hands. She's loving that left side of the plate. And the Lady Bulldogs need to make a little bit of an adjustment, I think. Nobody's quite made it yet. They're either going to have to get that barrel around or they're going to have to move back just a little bit so they can get ready for that pitch on the inside corner for Emily Mock. So this is number 3, Emily Mock. So 2 outs real quick. Got a strikeout, got a 1 pitch out on Morgan Brothers, and that one's fouled straight back, and that's on the inside corner. Yep, they're going to either have to get a little bit quicker bat to catch up to this pitcher because she's throwing it on the inside. They have to give themselves a little bit of room. So here we are, the bottom of the second with 2 outs. And there's a good little hit, but it's going to go out to the right field. Oh, she played it wrong. Gets over her head, and Mock's taking off. She's got second. She's going to head to third. And there's a bad play. She's going to look home, and she heads back to third base, and she gets a triple. And she put a good hit on that ball, an inside-out swing, able to hit it over the right fielder as she misplayed it, and gets a triple out of it. And number 23, J.C. Little up to bat. So J.C. Little, our shortstop, she'll come up to bat. Mock on third with 2 outs. Need a hit to score. Or a wild pitch. That's going to be outside, and he's going to call that strike. So she's finding a good spot there right now, this freshman pitcher for Wynnewood. Finding that corner on that side, she is living there. And there's a little high as she pulls back, so 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Mock on third base, ready to come home. Oh, and he's going to call that. It looked away outside, but it's going to catch the top corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She's living there, and he's going to call it. I wouldn't go anywhere else. Going to have to poke this one over the shortstop or over the third baseman's head here, I believe. And she tries. Quick hands by Coach Little as he makes the play over there at the third base coach's box. So Little will live as she battles up here with 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. She's going to get a bat on that one. And it goes foul. Just kept floating foul there. Was foul by a little bit, but started out in a good spot. So she's got to quicken it up just a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. She's battling, staying alive, trying to get a run in this inning. She's got to throw that change up way too high. And so 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner on third. She's going to battle that one away. Fouls it off again. And she lives for another pitch. Goes foul again. Oh, she stepped over the line, so she's going to be called out. You got to stay in the batter's box. That foot can't go out of the batter's box. It's got to stay in the batter's box while you hit it, and then you can get out of the batter's box. And so 1 foot stepped out, and so that'll be an automatic out. So that'll be out number 3. Minco doesn't score any that inning. Got 1 on second, or got a triple out of Emily Mock, but that was all they were able to get going. And so we'll go to the top of the third with the Lady Bulldogs up 2-0 on the Lady Savages. And these Bulldogs will come out and get warmed up and get ready for this 3rd inning. So we'll get going here in the third inning. Lady Bulldogs are up 2-0. Number 1's going to come to bat, Olivia White. She's a freshman. So as we head to the third inning here, Lady Bulldogs not getting enough runs here, but got to get going. Regional action, a noonday game, and so got to get your energy going quickly. She's going to put a bunt down. Brothers is going to come after it. Nicely done. Good throw. Mock is there to get the out, and that'll be out number 1. Nice play by Dallas Brothers and Emily Mock getting to the right positions. Boy, she came up and scooped that up quick. She read it well. So this will be number 2, Keely Anderson for the Lady Savages. So 1 out, good. 1 pitch, 1 out. That's what you like to see right there by Tara Honer. Good reaction time by Dallas Brothers. She's going to go on the corner. It's going to be a little high. So 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. So these Lady Bulldogs have been fun to watch all season. Can't wait to see them make a run here at state. Got to win some games here in this regional game. Want to win today. If you can win today, you play tonight at 6. Try to win that game. You get in the championship game tomorrow. And if you can win that one, you're headed to state, headed to OKC, to the Hall of Fame Stadium. And so that's the goal today. So 1 ball, 1 strike. She's going to foul that one back. So it'll be strike number 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. So the senior, Tara Honer, starting off these regional action pitching for the Lady Bulldogs. And she's beginning to find her rhythm as she found it last inning, and she seems to be finding it right here. Right up the middle, she backhands that one, no problem, gets it to Henderson, out number 2. Boy, they made that one look a little easy. So up to bat is number 10, Marie Kennard.
Up to bat for Lady Savages, Marie Kennard, number 10.
So 2 outs, top of the third here. She's going to show bunt, pull back, and it catches the corner, strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike. You can see how quick Dallas Brothers moves up. She's ready for that bunt. She is not afraid over there on the hot corner. Got to have no fear if you're going to play third base in softball. And there's one that finds the dirt before the plate. A little smile out of Tara Honer. I think she might enjoy putting it in the dirt every now and then for her sister Julie Honer, make her work a little bit. I got a feeling there's a little sisterly love there, I think. And there's strike number 2, 1 ball, 2 strikes. And old number 1 out there on the pitching circle is in charge right now. That's going to be too far inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We'll see if she'll come get her right here. She's like the outside corner on these right-handed batters. She's like trying to find that. She comes inside. Little's going to have to make a hard play on it. Scoops it. What a play by Little. Got a bad hop. Kind of got up in her belly. Somehow she continued to run with the ball and picked it up. And was able to throw it over Sabree Henderson, and she made a good play on that as well as she scooped it up in the dirt and got out number 3. And so we'll head to the bottom of the third. So it looks like the Lady Savages are warmed up. And they'll get out there. Number 17, Briley Lacquement, has been pitching well. And so the senior will come back up to bat for her second at bat. Lane Ray, number 8. She hit a nice little hit right over the shortstop in her first at bat, and then stole a base. Made her way over to third, or made her way to home after an RBI double by Hannah Fitzgerald. And that started the scoring for the Lady Bulldogs. And so see if Lane Ray can start us off again here in the bottom of the third. There's a high pitch there. So that's kind of what we've seen. We've seen an inside pitch on the right-handed batters, outside on left-handed, and it up high. We haven't really seen anything else from this pitcher so far. And there's another one up high. It's going to be ball 2, no strikes. Real patient for Lane Ray, waiting for her pitch. And there, once again, right on the inside of her hands, fouls it straight back. She's trying to get her barrel out there. I will say the left field line is open. You can see the left fielder in your screen right there. There's still a lot of room over towards that line. My camera doesn't make it over there. I'm doing the best I can, ladies and gentlemen. There's one. She's going to hit it right at the left fielder, and she holds up. And it dropped right in front of her, and so that'll be another single for Lane Ray. And that'll bring up Hannah Fitzgerald. And so out to the left fielder. I thought maybe she could make a play on that. She put the brakes on a little bit too early. I think she's kind of got on her giddy up. She might have been able to dive for that and make the out, but works out for the Lady Bulldogs and Fitzgerald to get up to bat. And we'll see if Ray takes off again. She pulls back. Ray takes off. She's going to have to slide. She does. And she makes it right under the tag. And she gets her second single and her second stolen base as Lane Ray is making the Lady Savages work today as she's kind of getting after it. So Hannah Fitzgerald is going to get ready to get a swing here, or she might put a bunt down. We'll have to watch. 1 ball, no strikes, no outs. And she does put it down. Nicely done. Third baseman's got to hustle, gets it down to first, and she'll get Hannah out. But a good job moving the runner around. Did her job. And that's the unselfish play of the Lady Bulldogs as it's more about the team instead of me. And they move runners around and score runs because of that situation. So number 1, Tara Honer. So she'll get up to bat and see if she can get something done here. She kind of got caught on the handles last time. See if she makes an adjustment. So that's going to be inside and maybe a little low. 1 ball, no strikes. She adjusted a little bit where she's at, moved back a little away from the plate. That's going to get on her hands, gets the barrel around. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, number 17, this pitcher loves the left side. Haven't really seen anybody make that adjustment yet. We'll see if they make that adjustment. It looks like she's making that adjustment. She's scooting back little by little. Oh, inside again. Can't quite get the barrel. She's going to pop it up to shortstop and barely makes the catch. That wind was playing with her on that one, but she made the out. So out number 2. And Ray will stay on third base over there. And so that'll bring up number 5, Dallas Brothers. So 2 outs, going to have to get a hit to score a run here. We'll see if Dallas Brothers is up to task. It looks like she's opened it up and moved back a little bit as well. And there's right on the corner. I think that's where she's going to live. I haven't seen her try to throw one to the other corner. I think that's just where her ball goes. I don't think I don't know if she could put it on the other corner. On the inside, right on the handles again, popped it up. Second baseman comes in and makes the catch, and that'll be out number 3. And so Minco scored 2 in the first, and they scored 0 in the second and 0 in the third, and we'll go to the top of the 4th with a close game, not expected. And so the Lady Bulldogs are letting these Lady Savages stay in it. Now, the Lady Savages hadn't won a whole lot of games here the last few weeks. So I'm kind of looking, but they got to play Hooker in a district tournament basically, so kind of a play-in tournament to get to regionals. And they won 9-0 and 12-2, so they had a couple of good games, so they maybe come in with a little confidence. And I'm sure that confidence has grown right now as they're playing the mighty Minco Bulldogs, who have won a lot of games, put a lot of runs on the scoreboard, and they've held them to 2 after 3 innings. So, you know, they're starting to feel better about themselves. But so far, Tara's been up to task to be pitching today, and she's been able to hold them to nothing right now, really just 1 hit and a couple walks. And so she'll warm up. We'll get you going here for the bottom of, or the top of the fourth. So number 17, Briley Lacquement. That's what I'm going with. It's quite a name.
Up to bat, number 17, Briley Lacquement.
Lacquement. That's a name right there. It's a mouthful. And so we'll start the top of the fourth here, and she's going to hit it right back to Tara. Tara scoops it up, makes an easy play at first, and that'll be out number one. Gotta love the one pitch, one out. Tara is absolutely starting to find her rhythm.
Up to bat for Wynnewood, number 25, McKenna Wright.
So number 25, McKenna Wright, the junior. She'll come up to bat. Boy, Tara has fielded her position well there in the circle today. She's got a few outs, made a couple hard ones, but you gotta love the one pitch, one out. And so she has found her rhythm for sure. And there's another pitch on the inside. Hit it right over to the dugout. The umpire's going to check on everybody. I think everybody's okay. In baseball, we called those ugly finders. In softball, you dare not say that. So I wouldn't say that, ever say that in a softball game. But baseball, it was just funny. There's the corner, strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the fourth. And another nice pitch on the outside, and that'll get a strikeout swinging, and that'll be out number 2. Good job in the circle there by Tara. So Jana Blakemore. She'll be up to bat. She's a freshman. So 2 outs, top of the fourth. That was close right there, just a little low. On the inside handle, good job. Tara's doing a good job mixing it up, going inside, outside, inside, outside. She is definitely starting to hit her spots. I like what she's doing right now. I got to see her pitch one time earlier this season. And she was a little wild, but right now she is in a groove, and she's putting it where she wants to. That'll be ball number 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Trying to get her to swing at it. I think that's on purpose right there. She's trying to get her swing at a bad pitch, and she's just really in command right now. And there's strike number 3, and she's done quickly in the 4th inning as she gets 3 quick outs, no runners at all. And the senior, Tara Honer, comes out and handles business in the top of the 4th. She is in a groove, ladies and gentlemen. And so we'll go to the bottom of the 4th, and we'll see if the bats will waken up. Well, maybe they can get a little revival over there and get those bats moving, going. Start hitting that ball, moving the runners around. So we'll get to the bottom of the 4th. We'll see if the Lady Bulldogs can get going. And here we go. We'll get going for the bottom of the 4th. So number 21, Julie Honer is going to come up to bat. I think I'd be kind of redundant. She got it inside on their hand the last time up to bat and didn't really get it anywhere. And so she's going to move back a little bit. I see they're making a little bit of an adjustment. That's going to be high. Ball number 1 as we start the bottom of the 4th. Really like to see these Lady Bulldogs get the bats going. They need to go ahead and put some runs on the board and put some pressure on these Lady Savages. The longer you leave them in this game, the more confidence is going to build, and something can happen, and you don't want that to happen. And she's going to get just enough barrel on that to fall down, and she's going to get her a single as Julie just gets it out of the reach, just found the hole in between all three of those players defensively. So number 99, Sabree Henderson, is going to come up to bat. Number 2, who is that? Courtesy running is number 2. I think, trying to see a face. Paisley Journey Cake, that's right. Paisley Journey Cake over there on first base. And so he's going to call that strike on the outside. I thought it missed. And so runner on first, no outs. Good job by Julie Honer getting on base. Found the hole out there, and that's all you got to do. And Sabree Henderson hits a rocket out to left field, and that'll move the runner around to second. Good adjustment by Sabree Henderson at that at bat. Hit it straight in between the shortstop and third baseman. So number 45, Morgan Brothers, will come up to bat. And so this is how you wanted to start the 4th inning. Start putting some pressure on them. See if you can get some runs going. So no outs. Henderson on first. Journey Cake on second. Brothers tried to get a little bunt there to move some run around. Missed it. That would have worked pretty well because the defenders were back. Catcher took a little shot on that one, so the ump was giving her a chance to gather herself. So no balls, 1 strike, no outs. There's the bunt, and that's going to go foul. So no balls, 2 strikes. Brothers trying to move him around. That's what you had to do. She's going to be disappointed in herself. Coach Little's not happy over there, I'm sure. Now she's going to have to do a job with 2 strikes, no outs. So Morgan Brothers had the chance to move him around, get him in score position, couldn't do it. So she's going to have to do it with her bat here, swinging away. And she takes a swing at it, goes over the third base dugout. So no balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners on first and second. Lady Bulldogs trying to get some runs on the board, trying to put some pressure on them, trying to get after it here. The first game of regional action, the road to state. Brothers got one down the middle and missed it up high. And that'll be out number 1. And I know she's disappointed with herself as she wasn't able to move the runners around, which usually the Lady Bulldogs are good to do. So number 3, Emily Mock. She'll come up to bat. She got a triple, her first at bat, hit it over the right fielder's head. So need to get something done here. She's going to put a bunt down. Over to the pitcher. She took a peek over at third base, threw it over to first base and got the out. So that'll be out number 2. She tried to surprise them there. Moved the runners around, but now we've got 2 outs. Got to get a hit to get a runner in, and so J.C. Little, number 23, is coming up to bat.
Number 23 for the Minco, J.C. Little.
So 2 outs, runners on second and third. And she is living on that corner over there, and the umpire is liking it as well. So strike number 1. So J.C. Little going to have to do a job here. Going to have to get a hit, find a hole somewhere. Hits it at the third baseman, and she catches it right off the ground, and that'll be out number 3. And the Lady Bulldogs do not score in the 4th inning. So they scored 2 the first inning. The 2nd inning, the 3rd inning, and the 4th inning, no run. We've left 3 in scoring position the last 3 innings. And so the Lady Savages are hanging tough in this regional action as the 4 seed taking on the 1 seed, the Lady Bulldogs. The only good thing about this so far is we did get those 2 runs, so we have the lead. And Tara Honer out in the circle has been dominant so far this game. We'll see if she can continue that as we go to the top of the 5th. So here we go, top of the fifth.
Bat for Wynnewood, number 14, Bree Man.
So number 14, Bree Man for the Lady Savages. She's going to see if she can do something to start off the Lady Savage, and Tara Honer's going to see if she can shut them down again here in the fifth inning. She's pitched well, had a good rhythm. Let's see if she can keep that going here in the circle. And so that one's going to be a little low, ball one. Well, love that I get to be able to bring this to you today on MincoBulldogs.tv. Glad that you've joined us. Maybe you're at work. Maybe you're down at the school. Maybe you're just sitting at the house. Whatever it is, we're glad that you've joined us and watching these Lady Bulldogs get started in regional action, trying to make their way to state. And there's a foul tip. So 2 balls, 1 strike, no outs here in the fifth inning. And so we're rooting these Lady Bulldogs on. Like to see them get a win. Like to see them get after here. They played good defense, good pitching today. You're going to have to keep that going as these Lady Savages are coming in, and they are battling. Strike number 2 as she finds right at the knees down the middle. 2 balls, 2 strikes. We'll see if she comes after her right here. Just a little too far outside, so that'll make it a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. She's done well getting this first out in the last few innings. Oh, and she throws it high, and she swings at it anyway. And that'll be another strikeout for number 1, Tara Honer. Out number 1. So number 6 is going to be up to bat, Peyton Moore.
Up to bat for the Lady Savages, number 6, Peyton Moore.
So Peyton Moore is a freshman, another freshman that's playing for these Lady Savages. I'm telling you, I bet that coach is liking the future of these Lady Savages. A lot of freshmen playing. So 1 out. That's going to be a little low. A little low. She's putting a little spin on that one. I like it. It's not a bad place to miss. And there one goes up high, and she swings at it and fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. I like what Tara's doing here. She's really mixing it up. You're seeing her go low. You're seeing her go high. You're seeing her go to the outside corner, to the inside corner. Nothing just easy to hit. She's really mixing it up well. And so it's tough on these Lady Savages trying to figure out where this ball is going to be at. And there's on the inside. She's going to hit it over to Mock. Mock's going to gobble it up, throw it over to Henderson for out number 2. Nicely done. Nice, cool, calm, and collected by Emily Mock. And that's out number 2. And they're making quick work of these Lady Savages the last few innings. Let's see if we can get this third out. And maybe, just maybe, we can get some bats going for these Lady Bulldogs. String some hits together and get a few runs. There's one in the dirt. So number 9, Addie Roselle. 1 ball, no strikes. There's strike number 1. 1-1.
Batting is number 9, Addie Roselle.
So Addie Roselle up to bat. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Nice pitch there by Honer. Went a little too high there. 2 balls, 1 strike. The sister connection here. We got 2 sisters out here, don't we? 2 sets. Pitcher and the catcher. There's strike number 2. And our third baseman and left fielder. The Honers and the brothers. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Strike number 3. Tara Honer sets her down. Struck her out swinging as out number 3. And we will head to the bottom of the 5th. And let's see if these Lady Bulldogs bats can come alive. They need to string some hits together, some walks together, get hit by a pitch, something. Get on base and get moving around and see if we can get a few runs. It'd be nice here in the bottom of the 5th to extend this lead, as they scored in the first inning and they haven't scored since. So we'll see if the Lady Bulldogs can do that as the Lady Savages warm up. So we'll get going here in the bottom of the fifth.
Bat number 8, Lane Ray.
Number 8, Lane Ray, is up to bat. This will be her third time. She's got 2 singles, and she's poked them both over the shortstop's head. And see if she can do it again here, and she starts off another inning. She started off the first, started off the third, and now starting off the 5th. That's going to be high. Ball number 1, and that's about what we've seen. We've seen a pitch inside. We've seen a pitch high. Those are the 2 pitches, it seems like. She's got a changeup she's been throwing a little bit. She's had it close once or twice. There's on the inside, and she just pops it out. That's going to get over the dugout. And so that'll be 1 ball, 1 strike. That inside pitch is making it tough on these Lady Bulldogs. Can't quite get the barrel on it like they want to. It must be moving pretty decent. She must have a little bit of spin to it as it just keeps making its way to the inside. And there's one that's low inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Good patience by Ray. So got her count again. 2 balls, 1 strike. She's ahead of the count. Gets a bat on it. It's going to foul it back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Lane Ray has been the threat today, that's for sure. And that's going to roll. She tried to throw the changeup, didn't work. 3 balls, 2 strike. Big smile by the pitcher as it rolled into the catcher. So full count here for Lane Ray. See if she can get on base one way or the other. Lane Ray's going to hit it hard at the shortstop. She gobbles it up, throws it over on a bounce. And she came off of the base. The umpire over at first base says she had to come off of first base to catch it. So Lane Ray once again figures out a way to get on base. As it was a bad throw by the shortstop, the first baseman reached out to get it, and as she reached out, her foot come off the base. And so that got Lane Ray on. And so Hannah Fitzgerald will come up and see if she can. She's got her a double. And then she's also put a bunt down to move a runner around. So Lane Ray is going to see if she steals the base for the 3rd time here. And she takes off. And doesn't even get a throw this time. I guess if you're 0 for 2, you don't even try it on the 3rd one. And so Lane Ray steals base number 3. And she goes to 2nd with no outs. So Hannah Fitzgerald's going to see if she can move her around, see if she can string some hits together here. Or maybe she can get her a good bunt. She's going to swing. Lane Ray steals 3rd. The 3rd baseman was playing up. The shortstop didn't get over there in time. And so Lane Ray gets another stolen base. That's the 4th stolen base today for Lane Ray. Her speed is, boy, it's nice to have on your side. So 2 balls, no strikes for Fitzgerald. She's in a good position here. Can score this run. She's going to swing and get it out to the outfield. And it's going to drop. It drops. Lane Ray takes off. She's going to score. And Hannah Fitzgerald gets her another hit in this ball game and gets on first base. Her 2nd hit of the day. And she gets an RBI as they move up 3-0.
Up to bat number 1, Tara Honer.
So number 1, the senior, Tara Honer, is going to come up to bat. She's going to see if she can get a stick on this ball. Good job by Fitzgerald. I would say watch for her to steal as well. She's got some wheels on her. Nice little hit. It found the grass and right in between all 3 of those defensive players. She's going to take. Hannah Fitzgerald's get down there, steals it, no problem. And so she's down to 2nd, no outs. That was a strike call on that pitch. Caught the inside of the plate. And she was taken for the steal. So no balls, 1 strike, runner on 2nd. Let's see if we can continue to string some good things happening here. That's on the inside. She hits it hard. It's going to go a long ways, but it's going to be over the foul fence on the 3rd base side. So no balls, 2 strikes. She put a hurt on that thing. It went a long ways. It just went the wrong way. The wind's blowing that way, and so it just kind of kept going towards the football field. headed over to Hannah's house over there. She's got a hold of that one. It's going to be deep, but it's going to stop. The center fielder's going to catch it. Fitzgerald takes off, and she's going to make her way to third base, and so ends up doing a job. Tara Honer does, ends up moving the run around. Good base running by Hannah Fitzgerald right there. So number 5, Dallas Brothers will come up to bat. And so 1 out. As we've scored a run this inning. Fitzgerald on third. Brothers is going to try to bring her in, see if she can get her another RBI here and hit one deep. So good job by Honer. I don't think you can hit it out today. Ooh, she just misses it. Strike number 1. That wind is blowing straight in, I'm telling you. It's blowing right at us. So it's going to be tough to hit one out today. I think you're just going to have to find a gap. And so Brothers, see if she can do that with 1 out. That's going to be high. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Fitzgerald on third. Just want to hit it hard somewhere so you can score this run. It'd be nice to get a couple runs this inning at least. That's going to be high. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on third. Brothers up to bat. What you want to do here is you want to hit it out into the outfield at least so you can tag up and run. That's going to be too far inside, and she's in control of this count now. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. This is what you call a hitter's pitch. She's got to throw a strike. Let's see if Brothers gets a green light and gets a hold of one. And she does not. And so she's going to be walked. That'll bring up number 21, Julie Honer.
Number 21, catcher Julie Honer.
So Brothers on first, Fitzgerald on third. We'll see what they kind of do here with the steal. See if they play around with them. Usually this is a free base to second. She pulls back, and Brothers is going to take off, no throw. And so no balls, 1 strike. Runners on second and third, 1 out. The freshman Julie Honer up to bat. See if she can score a couple of runs here. She can get a hold of one. That's going to miss high, 1 ball, 1 strike. They've put the pressure on here, and you can see the freshman pitcher from Wynnewood's beginning to get rattled just a little bit here. They've got her on the ropes a little bit. See if they can really get after it. That's going to be high again. 2 balls, 1 strike. And she's starting to lose a little bit of control here as the pressure mounts. You can see her. She's a little more tense out there in the circle. That's what happens when you can string a couple hits together and score a run. Inside. Might have should have left that one alone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And so now she's got a battle here. Got to do something with this. Got to put it somewhere so you could score a run. So here's some pressure for the freshman. Her first regional action of her life. That's going to be inside, but she gets a hold of it, and that's not what you want. And she pops it up to the second baseman, and second baseman takes control of it. And so that'll be the 2nd out. So got her in on the handle for the 2nd out. So that'll bring up number 99, Sabree Henderson. So runners on second and third. Now you got to get a base hit to be able to score. And so couldn't get the job done there by Honer. Got her on the handle, and an easy out for the second baseman as she plays catch with that one. Oh, no, that went to the fence. Fitzgerald's going to hustle. And she ran in and made it. Didn't slide, but there was no throw. And so that's what I was talking about. A little bit of pressure on this freshman pitcher. And all of a sudden you see the first wild pitch of the game. And that scores Fitzgerald. So got 2 runs in this inning, and that'll move Brothers over to third. And Henderson up to bat with 1 ball. On the outside corner, missed that one. 1 ball, 1 strike. Her last at bat, she put it right between the shortstop and the third baseman. I mean, she hit a hard line drive. Like to see her do that once again right here. And she tries it again, but goes to the fence. Foul ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, the Bulldogs have done what they wanted to do here in this inning. They've put a couple more runs on the board. Got themselves a 4-0 lead. The defense has been playing well. Tara has pitched excellently today in the circle. And Henderson here with Brothers on third. She's got 1 ball, 2 strikes. She's going to pop that one up. That's going to have to be a run for the left fielder. And she misses it. And it's a foul ball. It was just foul, and it went over her head. She just missed it. I'm not sure what happened there. That's going to be frustrating, and that gave another life there for Sabree Henderson. Let's see what she does with this one as she gets another break, another chance. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on third. That's going to be low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. I know as a pitcher that's got to be frustrating. You just pitched a good pitch, got her to pop out, and you missed it. She had to run a long ways to try to get it, and she just overran it. And there's the hit right between the shortstop and third baseman. And that'll score Brothers, and that'll be a base hit for Sabree Henderson. So number 45, Morgan Brothers, will come up to bat. Sabree Henderson made him pay for not catching that ball. She got a new life, and she put another good swing on that. What a great adjustment by Sabree Henderson. That outside pitch, she knows it's going to be there, and she just takes it that way. And so excellent job of hitting there by Henderson. So here's Brothers. I know she probably wants to make up for last time as she didn't get the job done that she wanted to. Needed to put a bunt down. She wasn't able to. Let's see if she can make up for it here. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. That's going to be way inside. She misses it. Henderson's going to take off and get into scoring position here. So 2 balls, no strikes, a runner on second. So another chance to score somebody if you can get a hold of this ball and maybe find a gap. Too far inside again. It's 3 balls, no strikes. And you can kind of begin to see the feathers are ruffled out there in that circle right now. That freshman's definitely feeling it. There's strike 1, so 3 balls, 1 strike. Good job by her getting her composure, throw the strike. And there's a swing right down the left field line. It's going to go foul. Good cut at it. There's too much wind to stay in on that one. And so it goes foul. Got her bat on it nicely. Got all of the barrel on that one. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, full count with 2 outs. Henderson might be in motion here, might be running as soon as it's pitched. And she gets the bat on that one. And it's going to go foul again. And it gets in front of the left fielder. And she lives to swing another day. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. That inside pitch, you got to get your barrel around, and that's about where you're going to hit it. And so Brothers fighting again, trying to figure out a way to get on base, trying to figure out a way to score this run. She got a good pitch on that one. She hit it hard to the left fielder, and she missed it. And Brothers is going to get over to second. Henderson stops on third. Henderson thought it had been caught, and she dropped it. I mean, it was right in her glove, hit right at her. She barely had to move, and it just popped out of her glove. And that left fielder's having a hard day today. And so Emily Mock, number 3, is going to come up to bat. She's had a pretty good day at the plate today. And that's going to be inside for strike 1. No balls, 1 strike. Runners on second and third. That's Brothers, Morgan Brothers. Sabree Henderson on third. That's going to be too far inside. It gets on the dirt. She's going to take off. She slides. Safe! Sabree Henderson gets under the tag. Good hustle there by Henderson as she goes for it. If the catcher throws the ball low, that's going to be an out, but she threw it up at the pitcher's head, and she had to try to tag, and that gave enough time for Henderson to score that run. And so 2 wild pitches this inning, and that has scored 2 runs for the Lady Bulldogs on wild pitches. Shows you what happens when you put a little pressure. So 6-0. So we got 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Morgan Brothers on third. We'll see if Emily Mock can get herself an RBI here. That's going to be right down the line, gets past the third baseman. That'll score. She's going to look at second, and she's going to hold up on first base, and we score another run. And this is exactly what we wanted here in the 5th inning, to string some hits together, get some base runners, and find some runs on the board. So number 23, J.C. Little, she's going to come up to bat. And she's got right center, or left center, all wide open for her. The left fielder's playing right on the line. Center fielder straight up. She'll take strike 1, so no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Emily Mock over there on first. And that's going to miss outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Well, this is exactly what you wanted here. We've scored 5 here in the 5th inning. And really have taken command here. Mock's going to take off, and she's going to get an easy steal, and these runners are really getting after it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner in scoring position now as Mock gets over there. 2 outs. Pokes it over to the pitcher. She handles it and gets out number 3. And so that'll be it for the Lady Bulldogs in the 5th inning, but they do a lot of damage there in the 5th inning as they're able to score 5, scored 2 in the 1st inning, and finally got the bats going again and scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 5th to take a 7-0 lead on the Lady Savages. And the Lady Bulldogs find a little breathing room. And the way Tara Honer's been pitching in that circle, where she has been in control, to say the least. And so we'll get you ready for the 6th inning as the Lady Savages warm up. And we'll get ready for the top of the 6th here. So Olivia White, the freshman, comes up to bat for the Lady Savages as the Lady Bulldogs have taken a 7-0 lead in this first game of regional action. That'll be high for ball 1 as Tara pitches to Julie, the Honer sisters. There's a pitch on the inside, fouled over the first base dugout. That'll be strike 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, and the Lady Bulldogs are taking commanding lead. There's a hit out to right field, and it is fair. Fitzgerald almost comes up with it. And so there's a single. There's a single for the Lady Savages as White was able to hit it right down the right field. I mean, basically chalk flew up in the air, and so she gets a single on it. Hannah Fitzgerald was on a beat to try to get it and couldn't do it. And there's a hit right past Dallas Brothers as she was playing up, looking for that butt, and she was able to get it past her. She got her glove on it just a little bit, but that's enough for a base hit. And this is the first time the Lady Savages have had a little life on the offensive side. So Marie Kennard is up to bat. Number 2 there. Keeley Anderson was the one who got the hit past Dallas Brothers as she was playing up. So runners on first and second, no outs. First time the Lady Savages have begun to put a little pressure on these Lady Bulldogs. We'll see how Tara handles this in the circle. She's been in control the whole game. We'll see if she can get things going again. See if she can keep this shutout going. So going to throw it a little low. Julie gobbles it up. So 2 balls, no strikes. There's the strike. She's going to throw it down. Woo, got close. As she whips it down there to Emily Mock, making a play off that pickoff. Boy, she is as confident as can be as a freshman to make that throw and try to get the out. And she doesn't just do it for looks. She does it to try to get an out. So 2 balls, 1 strike. No outs. Runner on first and second. There's a hit to the shortstop. She's going to get it over to third. Nicely done. It should be an out because it's a forced play, but I don't see Coach saying anything. And so a drop ball over at third base. I thought it was a force. She just had to catch it for some reason. She tried to put the tag down. Maybe she couldn't get her foot on the base, and she dropped the ball. And so bases are loaded, no outs. And so number 17, the pitcher, Briley Lacquement, she's going to come up to bat with no outs. Good play by J.C. Little. Got it over to third base to get that lead runner. And that's going to be smoked to Little. There's 1, there's 2. And she's going to try to come home, and there's out number 3. Out number 3. Don't know why she ran, but she did. And so we get a double play from Little to Mock. Mock throws it over to first and gets the out. Henderson quick on her feet, throws it down to Julie Honer to get the out at home as they inadvisably try to run home and get the out. And so Wynnewood scores 1 as the runner on third was able to score. And that's one way to get out of the inning, is to get 3 outs in a row. Got a double play, threw it home, get the triple play, I guess. I don't know if you call that a triple play or not, but I'm going to go with it. A triple play. Little to Mock over to Henderson for the double play. Throws it home, and Julie Honer puts the tag on her by a lot. Wasn't even close. I can't believe they ran home there. And so got out number 3. And so bases loaded with no outs, and they end up with just 1 run. And so 7-1, the Savages finally find a way to get on board, but somehow the Lady Bulldogs pull out an impossible play there to get out of the inning. And so Lane Ray will come up to bat to start this 6th inning. She started the 1st inning, she started the 3rd inning, she started the 5th inning, and now she starts the 6th inning. That's what you want for your leadoff batter. And so we'll see if we can get some more runs on the board here in the 6th inning. One ball, no strikes. And she swings hard at that one, but it's a little high. 1 ball, 1 strike. She's going to pop that one up, and it's out of her reach. Just gets past the second baseman, and Lane Ray is on the base paths again, as that's what she's done all game long. So Hannah Fitzgerald back into the same position. Lane Ray has got, I don't know, what is that, 4 singles, 1 walk. And she's finally on first base again. She stole every time. I bet she does it again here. And Fitzgerald fouls it back. So going to give Ray a little bit of a workout out there. So no balls, 1 strike. So no balls, 1 strike, no outs. She fouls that one back. So 1 ball, or no balls, 2 strikes. So Minco trying to get this game over with. The winner of this game will play at 6 o'clock this evening. So Minco's trying to get into that, stay in the champion, or stay in the winner's bracket. There's ball 1. Ray's going to take off. There was a changeup. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ray at second with 0 outs. Hinton and Luther plays after this game at 2 o'clock. The loser of that game and this game will play at 4 o'clock. And, of course, the winner of this game and the next game will play at 6 o'clock. And then the rest of the games tomorrow. And there's Fitzgerald. Pops out to third base. Ray gets back, and that'll be 1 out. And Tara Honer will come up to bat.
Up to bat, number 1 senior, Tara Honer.
I'd like to see Tara get her a hit here. She hit it deep to center last time. Was able to move a runner to third base. So we'll see if she can do something here with Lane Ray on second. And there's one up the middle. She hits it hard. It's going to find its way foul. It was over the fence, no problem. But it just went foul over the pine tree, if you know what I'm talking about, on the left side. She got all of that one. See if she can level it out here and get it here in foul territory. Get it out of foul territory, hit it fair. Hits that over towards the dugout. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. So the pitcher finally getting the call. No balls, 2 strikes. Throws that way in. She still battles it. She fights it off. So no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Ray over there at second. She keeps pounding the inside corner here. Tara's seeing if she can get a hold of one. Throws that one high. Nice job by the catcher, number 10, Marie Kennard, as she just snow cones that a little bit on her glove. Just barely got that ball. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And there's a hit to the gap. That's going to find its way to the fence, and it's gone! Tara Honer puts a hurt on the ball. Hits it right over the Morrison propane sign for a 2-run home run. And a huge hit with 1 ball, 2 strikes. And she crushes it out as the Bulldogs go 9-1.
Bat number 5, senior Dallas Brothers.
So Dallas Brothers up to bat. Tara scores Lane Ray. And she crushed that one. I wasn't sure if I was going to see a home run today with the wind. But the power that Tara has, she got a hold of that one, and it was bye-bye. See ya later. So 1 ball, no strikes to Brothers. There's 1 out. And the Lady Bulldogs go up 9-1. That's too far inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Shows you the power the senior Tara Honer has to get that one out. I mean, that was all muscle right there. Got the barrel of the bat on it. That'll be ball 3. And it was gone. I thought she was going to bounce it off the fence, but that thing just kept going. And that'll that'll be ball 4. Dallas Brothers will take her base on balls. So number 21, Julie Honer up to bat. And it looks like coach is going to come out and talk to the pitcher. See if they can get a little, maybe try to relax them just a little bit. They played good through 5 innings, to be honest. It was 2-0. And they were staying in it, trying to. In the 5th inning, the Lady Bulldogs go for 5 as they push this lead 7-0. And then the Lady Savages came out and bases loaded, no outs. They're at top of the 6th. Looked like they were about to score quite a few runs there. It was going to be tough to not let them have at least 2 and to make it an interesting game. And somehow the Lady Bulldogs pull off an unorthodox triple play. A double play from Little to Mock to Henderson. A 6-4-3 double play, and then Henderson throws it down to the catcher to get the out. So I guess that'd be a 6-4-3-2. So strike 1 on the inside, 1 out. And so that got him out of the inning at the top of the 6th. With no outs, bases loaded, they ended up getting the 3 outs and only let 1 run score. So a heck of a way to get out of an inning. And they come up here, and Ray gets on base, and Tara Honer does the rest as she knocks it out of the park. So Brothers over on first. That's Dallas Brothers. That's going to be inside for strike number 2. No balls, 2 strikes. I like to see that these Lady Bulldogs have made the adjustment to kind of scoot back off the plate so they can do just that right there. And that's going to be caught by the left fielder. She catches that one. So that'll be out number 2, but a good hit there by Julie Honer. Went right to her.
Up to bat, number 99, Sabree Henderson.
So number 99, Sabree Henderson, is going to come up to bat. She's got a couple good hits right between the shortstop and third base, and then the last 2 times made a good adjustment on this pitcher. So see if she can get another hit with 2 outs. She tries to go that way, gets it right off the end of the bat, goes foul for strike number 1. That's a little high, so 1 ball, 1 strike. There she does it again, and she's going to find the space for that ball to hit some grass, and she's going to get her another single. She's hit 3 that way now, and so 2 outs with a runner on first and second. Number 45, Morgan Brothers, is going to come up to bat. Runner on first and second. That's going to be on the inside, ball 1. She's got her sister out there helping her at second base. See if Morgan can knock her sister in here for another run. She's going to hit it hard down third baseline. That'll go foul. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners on second and first. The Lady Bulldogs are up 9-1 as we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. First game of regional action. If you win regionals, you get to go to state. That ball's going to be popped up. The shortstop's going to try to get under it. She does for out number 3. So we're going to go to the bottom of, or the top of the 7th. Just need 3 outs to win this game. And so you're trying to win. There's 8 regionals in Class 2A. And the winners of all 8 of those regionals will go to state and battle it out for a state championship. And so the Lady Bulldogs are trying to punch their ticket so they can head on down the road to OKC, to the Hall of Fame Stadium down there, and see if they can't win a couple of games or 3. If you win 3, you win it all when you go to state. And so that's the goal in front of the Lady Bulldogs. I'll be honest, I think they're in the hunt. There's a couple of other teams on the other side of the state that are pretty good. I know Pecola's got a good team. Dale's got a good team. Latta might be a team to look at. Howe's been pretty decent. But the Bulldogs, I think their name is right there in the hat with all those other teams. They've got good pitching. They've got multiple pitchers with Honer and Keeble and Ray. So that helps a lot when you don't have to depend on just one person. They've got a great defensive lineup. No matter where they put these girls, they can all play. They can make the catch. They know where to go. They've played a lot of ball games in their careers. And they can hit. To be honest, they've got about 11 girls. They've got a couple girls over there in the dugout that can hit as well and can play as well. And so Keeble not playing today, or playing in this game. Potter's over there. She's always got a good stick. Paisley Journey Cake can play. And so they got quite a few girls that can get out there and play too, just in case something happened. And so to me, that's a recipe for success. That's a lot of check marks you can put on the boxes to say why could you win a state championship. And you start checking all those boxes, all of a sudden there's not many reasons why you can't. And so I think these Lady Bulldogs have an excellent chance, and this is the first game of the road to state to see if you can do that this year. There's a good pitch right down the middle. So this is number 25, McKenna Wright. And so that's strike number 1. Need 3 outs, and this ball game will be over. And Minco Lady Bulldogs get ready to play at 6 o'clock. And so ball 1 on the inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. If you can win that game at 6 o'clock, you have set yourself up in a really good spot to win your region. If you can win both games today, you put yourself in that championship game in the regional bracket, and somebody's got to beat you twice for you not to be able to make it to state, and that's the spot you want to be at. And so he's going to call that one 2 balls, 2 strikes. And so want to be in that winner's bracket, so somebody's got to beat you twice at least. And missed the change up there, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Luther and Hitton's going to play at 2 o'clock when this game is done. Looks like we'll probably stay on time, so that's good. That's going to be a hit over to Emily Mock. She's going to scoop it up. Nice little throw to Henderson, and that'll be out number 1. We're 2 outs away from a win in the regional. First game of the regionals. So number 3, Jana Blakemore is going to come up to bat. And so if you're not doing anything this evening, 6 o'clock might be a good time to get on out here and watch these Bulldogs play. Another play by Emily Mock. She's going to get the second out. She gets the first one and the second one. And so 2 outs, 1 more out to go, and you get a W to start regional action off. So number 14, Bree Mann's up to bat for the Lady Savages. 1 more out away, and you get this W, and you can go play at 6 o'clock. Try to win and get into that regional championship game tomorrow. There's strike 1. Once again, win this game, play at 6. If you win that game, you play at noon. If you lose the game tonight at 6, you play. Is that at noon? They both say noon.
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock.
So 2 o'clock. So play at 2 for the championship. If you lose tonight's game at 6, you would play at noon. And if you win both these games today, you're going to play at 2 o'clock. And there's a foul. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Tara Honer has pitched a heck of a game today. In the circle, she has been in control from the first inning on. She has just pitched really well. The defense has done their job behind her. Has made a lot of outs. Really, it's just been 1 inning. There's a little dribbler to Henderson, and she's going to tag her out for the 3rd out. And that's the ball games, ladies and gentlemen. The Minco Lady Bulldogs 9. The Wynnewood Lady Savages 1. The Lady Savages will play at 4 o'clock today, and Minco will play at 6. And so So we're glad that you joined us. Glad that you've played, be able to watch these ladies play today. And so if you can make it out at 6, please do. If you can't, we're going to have it right here at MincoBulldogs.tv. We'll call that game tonight. And let's see if these Lady Bulldogs can win one more as they get a little bit closer to state, the road to state. And so we're glad that you joined us once again. Lady Bulldogs 9, Lady Savages 1, a W for the Lady Bulldogs.